Kingambit is one of the coolest new Pokemon added into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I wanted a shiny one. So I went out on my first ever shiny hunt in search of either a shiny Pawniard or Bisharp to evolve into a shiny Kingambit. And for my first ever shiny hunt, it went pretty good. To start the shiny hunt, the first thing I needed to do was make a sandwich that would boost steel type encounters. So off I went to get everything I needed. Produce, hamburgers aren't produce, but let's see if they just have it here. Good thing we looked hamburger. Once I had all my ingredients, I was off to where Pawniards and Bisharps spawn. Let's fly here. I know this spot is a good spot, and this area is where we'll be able to find the Bisharps or Pawniards or whatever we want to get. Because they spawn in like the packs. It's like the leader Pokemon. We're at the wrong spot. It's by the big slacking. Okay, this is the spot. Ooh, there's something there. Since we're catching this, I need a weak Pokemon to lead with. I can't be leading with level 100 Charizard because he's just gonna slaughter anyone we come against. Could you imagine we actually find one like early and I drop it with using like some powerhouse Pokemon? That would be devastating. Out all the Pokemon come. Look at Donde. Oh, Koraidon and Excalibur. We got the whole squad here. Make a sandwich. Let's go. Making a sandwich would not be as easy as I thought it would be and proved to be rather difficult. Let's just go. I don't have bread. Well, that's a problem. We're going to be running all over this place buying all the ingredients. I probably should have done this before the stream. But if I'm being honest, I bought this Switch an hour ago. Cucumber. Perfect. And then red bell pepper. We're off and running. Like, look, they all have bread in the background on the thing. They're probably like, oh, it's so obvious. Of course you need bread. Well, where do you get the bread? What's this place? Look, there's bread in the window here. I like to buy. Where do I buy bread? Where do you buy bread in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Baguettes. My bad. Baguette's French, and this French was Kalos. Always in the inventory. Once I realized I didn't need to buy bread, I was finally off and running, or so I thought. Potato salad, cucumber, red bell pepper, mayonnaise. Well, we just ruined the sandwich. It didn't work. Anyone see the mayo? Where's the mayo? This is an absolute disaster. Maybe this will just work. Encounter Power Steel. It worked. Oh my gosh. So we got it. Now we can go look. Pawniard, no. Bisharp, no. I literally bought this Switch today to do this stream. I have had the Switch Lite, and then when I came up with the idea to stream, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'll just stream my Switch Lite. I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I can get a USB-C because you need to plug an HDMI in to whatever you're streaming when you're streaming games and stuff, unless you're directly on your computer. So I was like, oh, I'll just go get it. HDMI to USB-C to plug it into the Switch. It'll be good to go. Perfect. And we'll be able to stream. Nope. I overnighted the adapter from Amazon. I get here, I fire everything up, and it just doesn't work. My brother has the OLED Switch as well. And I was like, let me use yours. Let me try it. And it worked right away. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's either the adapter's bad or the Switch can't do it. So then I looked it up, and turns out the Switch Lite, literally, it's impossible because it has no output there's no like output port or something like that, or it's not capable of outputting its gameplay onto another screen. So we had to go over to Target. Thankfully, the Target's right next to Kohl's, and Kohl's does Amazon returns. So I dropped that adapter off right away. We went over to Target to get the Switch. And I'm in there, walk into the back, because the electronics are always all the way in the back now at Targets. And I'm looking around, found the Switches. They're all locked up, which, I mean, I understand. It's expensive stuff. They lock up all of those nice electronics and stuff. But it's locked up. I'm like, oh, no big deal. Let's go find someone. There's nobody working in this Target. It was Sunday at like noon. And there was just nobody in the Target. I had to walk all the way to the front of the store just to find a person working there. I almost just walked right in the back room. They had the desk there with like the registers because you can buy and purchase stuff directly at the electronics location. So I'm rummaging through all the desk and stuff there because I'm like, no one's here. No, if someone gets mad at me, who cares? Because I'm gonna tell them I need help buying this thing. I was ready to just unlock the thing, grab the Switch, and leave the money on the table. But then I walk all the way to the front of the store, ask some lady, she's like, oh yeah, the person just went back there. I'm like, of course. I've been walking around back here for 15 minutes looking for someone, can't find anyone. Then as soon as I leave and go find another worker, oh yeah, he just went back there. Then I go back there. And there's like a line already. And in the line, there's one person checking out already in front of us. Then there's another group of people in front of, in front of me. And then there's me. And the people in front of me, there's 2 of them. And they say, oh, I need help getting one of the new switches. I'm like, oh shoot. Because I looked online, this Target only had 2 in stock. And you could also, I saw in the case, there's only 2 of them there. And there's 2 of the guys there. I'm like, I hope they're both not buying one. The guy's opening up the case and like, hey, could I get one of those as well, please? He's like, yeah, sure. And so he grabs 2 of them. But I didn't know if they were already getting 2 and he was just going to go back and grab mine. So he walks over and then checks the one guy out. Only checked him out with the one switch. I'm like, oh, thank God. And then there was the one extra there for me and I got it, the last one at the store. But it was a whole ordeal going to Target today. About 30 minutes into the hunt, it began to downpour, but I didn't let that stop me. Right now it's raining, so we're gonna find Ponder and he's gonna be all rusty. About an hour into the hunt, I began to get distracted. That might have been like his claim to fame. Is that a Dragonite? What? There's a Dragonite flying through the sky. I didn't even know that could happen. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. And after another hour, I thought I was starting to go insane. Don't those look like faces right there in the wall? Maybe it's just me because we've been running around looking at the same stuff so much. Looking at it again and 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 again. But we're not giving up. I never noticed that. Look how little that Bisharp is compared to that one. Look at that. I never noticed that in the game. They're not all just the same size. They're different sizes. That's like one of those things. It's like the chicken and the egg. Which came first? Well, which Bisharp? What's the deal with the Bisharps? Is one big or is one small? I thought we would have found one by now. We're 2 hours in. Well, no, we're not 2 hours in because it took me 25 minutes to get the sandwiches. I was hoping we'd find something. But still nothing. I didn't know I had 2 of those spicy Herba Mysticas, though. I think those are the shiny things. The last resort. I feel like that's cheating, though. Using that, because it boosts the shiny odds. Like, I think it's so cool Pokemon did something like that and added that into the game, but I don't want to use that. I want to find it straight up. I mean, we still are kind of cheating with the sandwiches. It isn't cheating. I feel like it. I'm cheating the... It's not cheating, but I'm cheating the shiny hunt and grind. The first shiny I ever found in this game was here. I got the shiny low kicks when I was just walking around. I was literally playing the game. And I'm like, wait, that's not normal. Because I had seen a couple of those other low kicks. Oh. Nope. I had seen a couple of those other low kicks as I was walking around. And they're gray with orange. And then I saw the lime green one. I'm like, hold up. I don't think that was like the other ones I saw. And sure enough, it was shiny. Caught it, thankfully. Do I have a Master Ball in this game? I clicked the wrong thing. I don't think, since I've started the stream, I don't think I've gone right to what I want once. Oh, I do have a Master Ball. To pass the time, I began to talk about all kinds of different things about Pokemon. Palkia and Dialga might be the worst legendary duo in the game. A lot of people have the shiny Luxrays and Shinxes from the Com Day, but to have the Shinx with the hat that's shiny, well, that's pretty rare. Shinies are cool. I'd take 100 IV over a shiny, though. I pulled a Hollow Steelix from Skyridge. I think he is accurate to size in the game as well. The only reason he looks bigger is because you're like, what, a 10-year-old kid in the game? Oh, I do see the white line there for the Mayo. Yeah, you guys were right. Look, not touching the pepper, right on top of the pepper. Oh! Oh! Imagine this story. We get the Switch this day. First time I ever play on it, I grind for hours and find the shiny Ponyard, Bisharp, and get a shiny King Gambit. I gotta think of a name for the King Gambit as well. I normally don't name my Pokemon, but if I've got some really cool special one, I'm naming it. Like, our boy, I clicked the wrong thing again. Our boy, Donde. I was like, I gotta name him Donde. And I love how he looks. He looks just like, Leon's Charizard in the anime. I picked the name Donde too because I like that's Leon's name in the Japanese version. Like the name Donde sounds like a stronger name than Leon does for a level 100 Charizard. Salamence was my favorite Pokemon for a while, but I ended up switching it because Salamence betrayed me. I was debating over which shiny to get. I was deciding between King Gambit, Palafin, and Baxcalibur. Obviously, it'd be Frigibax, whatever the first evolution of Palafin is. And obviously here is either Pawniard or Bisharp. I ended up going with Bisharp though because it's the new Pokemon, and also too, like I said, I thought it'd be the easiest one. Like look, Bisharp is a perfect Pokemon. I wouldn't change his design at all. King Gambit, I kind of wish the mustache was a little smaller. And also too, he's always sitting down. Does King Gambit ever stand up? Bisharp. I want this shiny King Gambit. I think I have a good name for him as well. Bisharp. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the Bisharps are still spawning. No. What are the shiny odds in this game? Let me look that up. 1 in 4,096. When I see this Bisharp, it might be the happiest. Whenever I see the shiny Bisharp or Pawniard, it might be the happiest I've ever been playing a Pokemon game. But then finally, after 2 hours and 28 minutes, I found one. Because that's all it's there for the TCG. Oh my god, we got one! Oh my god! Shiny Bisharp! We finally found one! Oh my god! Oh my god, we got one! I knew it was gonna be a Sharp too. I knew it wasn't gonna be a Pawniard. I knew it was gonna be a Bisharp. Let's go! We finally got one after almost 3 hours of looking. My heart is racing right now. It's gonna kill Houndstone. Should I hit? I'm gonna hit it with Play Rough. This shouldn't kill it. Oh my god, I want to hit it with one more. Stay alive, and I want to hit it with. I want to hit it with one more. Last respects, because even if this crits, it won't kill it. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing Pokeballs. We're throwing Pokeballs. Oh, my heart is racing right now. My first ever. Oh my gosh, shiny hunt. We found one. I gotta be careful with what I'm clicking here. Oh my gosh! This is insane! One! God, broke out again after one ball! Good thing we bought a ton of Pokeballs. Most of the people I watch, they're doing Legends Arceus. They catch the Pokemon so easily. Like, it's not even a question of them catching it once they finally find it. For me, catching it's the hardest part. He's not even rolling! We have the Master Ball. We do... Oh. Houndstone's dead. Let's swap in Donde. Maybe with Donde being out here, he's a level 100. He's going to intimidate him more, so it's going to be easier to catch. Oh my god! Oh my god! Let's go! We got him! Let's go! Oh my gosh! Finally, after 3 hours, we finally got him! Shiny Bisharp! Oh my gosh! Let's go! I have a nickname I do want to give him. Since he's a dark type, and he's got a sword, we gotta name him Yami. Like Yami from Black Clover. Or just because Yami, I think, means dark in Japanese. How do I save? Save your adventure so far. Yes. Now saving your adventure. Don't... Let's go! We got him! Look at how cool he looks! After catching a shiny Bisharp, it was time to evolve it into a King Gambit. All I had to do now was beat 3 of the leader Bisharps with my shiny Bisharp, which I thought would be easy. We found the shiny Bisharp, and now we just beat what should be the last one? Why isn't he evolving? Only to be holding an item? A leader's crest. Thankfully, getting a leader's crest was really easy because all I had to do was catch a leader Bisharp and then take its leader crest from it. Oh, he does have it. Leader's crest. Give item to hold. Leader's crest, there it is. There we go, Bisharp has the leader's crest. Now we have Yami, our shiny Bisharp that we spent a little under 3 hours trying to catch. I knew we weren't going to find a shiny Pawniard. I knew we were going to find a shiny Bisharp and evolve it. And look at that. We get a critical hit for the final hit to evolve him to a shiny King Gambit. I said I wasn't ending this. Did I do something wrong? That's twice now. I'm cutting the whole promo and it doesn't go. No, I don't need to rare candy it because I have, it's already high enough level. Oh, you have, no. I get you. Yeah. I have to rare candy to level it up, then it evolves from me leveling it up. There we go. Now, finally, our shiny Bisharp is about to evolve into King Gambit. After 3 hours of searching for a shiny Poniard or Bisharp, we finally came across a lone shiny Bisharp roaming around in the forest. And I'm being honest, it probably took only about 2.5 hours because we spent the first 30 minutes of the stream trying to figure out how to make the sandwich because we were looking all around for the sandwich to buy to make the right one to boost the steel encounters. Then we finally found a recipe, but we couldn't use the recipe because we thought we needed bread. So then I'm running around all of Paldea looking for bread. Turns out you have an unlimited supply of bread, so I didn't even need to buy some to begin with. But then after we did that and figured out how to make the sandwiches, we went out searching for a shiny Bisharp or Poniard. And I will note, I kept saying Bisharp because I didn't feel like we were going to find a shiny Poniard. I thought for sure we were going to end up seeing a leader Bisharp as a shiny one. Turns out we saw a lone wolf. How we want him. We don't want the Bisharp standing around all the Poniard protecting it. We want the big bad lone wolf. And that is what we found. That's why we got Yami here. This shiny Bisharp evolving into King Gambit. One of the coolest Pokemon added into this game. And there it is. Look how awesome it looks. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Your Yami evolved into King Gambit. Look how awesome this thing looks. King Gambit. Big blade Pokemon, dark steel type. Only a Bisharp that stands above all others in its vast army can evolve into King Gambit. 6'7", 264.6. This thing is an absolute unit and will become one of the strongest Pokemon I have.